Let's open our Qur'ans to the 73rd Surah and see what Islam's spirit had to say.
Quran 73, verse 1. O you who have been wrapped up in your garments, who said, cover me, I am afraid of the angel. Keep watch all night except a little, and recite the Quran as it ought to be recited, in slow, measured, rhythmic tones. Surely we will soon entrust you with our weighty word. Surely the night is the most devout way, when the soul is most receptive and the words most telling. During the day you already have a busy schedule, an occupation with ordinary business duties.
Mohammed's spirit friend wants him to spend the night reciting the Quran. Since 80 words have been revealed thus far, that's a pace of 8 words an hour. But that is trivial compared to nocturnal devotion. The Quran was revealed in darkness, and night is the best time to ponder its meaning. Satan is the prince of darkness, and evil loves the night. We have stumbled onto another clue.
Quran 73, verse 8. But keep in remembrance the name of your Lord, and devote yourself to Him wholeheartedly.
How can one remember the name of a Lord who has not yet been named?
Lord of the east and west, there is no Ilah but He. Take Him, therefore, for your disposer of affairs, and bear patiently what they say, and avoid them with the becoming avoidance.
That would make Mohammed the only messenger who was told to avoid his audience. A hadith says,
Ishaq. Now Muhammad did not want his secret to be divulged before he applied himself to the publication of his message.
In other words, he needed time to create enough of these rhyming surahs to make his claim seem believable.
Quran 73, verse 11. Leave me alone to deal with the rejectors, the possessors of ease and plenty. I respite them a little. We have heavy fetters with us to bind them, and a roaring furnace to burn them, and food that chokes, sticking in the throat, and a painful torment.
Why we haven't been introduced, Mohammed's spirit seems all too familiar. The Bible speaks of the Lord of the fire, of a spirit that chokes the life out of men, binding them to sin. Mohammed's Lord is the spitting image of Satan. Before we press on, I'd like to bring your attention to the fact that nothing religious has been revealed thus far. The Quran is but a paragraph long, and its prophet has been told to avoid discussing it. Therefore, Mohammed is being rejected, not his message. This rejection, preceding possessors of ease and plenty, tells us that the wannabe prophet is tormented by his relative poverty. Covetous of what belongs to others, his inward anguish turns sadistic. The heavy fetters, roaring furnace, and choking torments are a way of lashing out at those he envies. At this early juncture, there is no other plausible explanation. Either Mohammed was deeply disturbed, wanting to torture men without justification, or his deity was unjust and perverted. As such, the
Enwrapped
Surah unravels Islam's moral authority. Portions of the 93rd Surah were revealed second, chronologically.
Ishaq. The revelation stopped for some time, so that the apostle was distressed and grieved. Then Gabriel brought him the morning, in which he swore that he had not forsaken him, and did not hate him.
The following insight is from Madudi.
The surah's theme is to console the prophet and remove his anxiety, which had been caused by the suspension of revelation. By swearing an oath by the morning and night, he was reassured. Then he was given the good news that the hardships he was experiencing in the initial phase of his mission would not last long. Soon Allah would bless him so abundantly that he would be pleased.
This is nonsense. Mohammed hadn't suffered any hardships on account of his mission thus far, because there had been no mission. All that had happened was a bout in a cave with an angry spirit, a nonsensical revelation, some panic, Khadijah's scheme, a blind man's blessing, and a little boasting around town. But Muslims, needing an excuse for the Prophet's morose and suicidal behavior, were willing to contradict Allah's revelation to give their hero an alibi. Let's dive into the surah so you can see what I mean.
Quran 93 verse 1. I swear by the early hours of the day, and the night when it covers with darkness, your Lord hath not forsaken thee, nor doth he despiseth thee.
Whoa, time out. Why the King James 17th century English? Do you suppose the words thy, hath, forsaken, thee, and doth despiseth are being used in these translations to make the Quran seem biblical? Just speculation on my part, but for readability's sake I'll endeavor from now on to make the Lord's words more intelligible. Let's move on. Now that we doth verily know that the Lord doth sweareth, but hath not forsaken, although it beeth a mystery why he doth despiseth thee not, and why he loveth the darkness. But here's a clue. Satan is the morning star, the prince of darkness.
Quran 93 verse 4. Surely what comes after is better for you than the present or that which has gone before. Soon will your Lord give you so much, you shall be well pleased. Did he not find you an orphan and protect you? And find you lost and perplexed and show you the way? Did he not find you poor and made you rich?
Times can't be so bad that God has to bribe prophets. He can't really think the blood clot revelation was direction. Mohammed could barely find his way home, and if the Lord had already enriched Mohammed, why is his present so bleak? Or better question, since Mohammed had the childhood from hell, how was he protected? Is God's memory failing? Or is Mohammed's spirit endorsing Khadijah's profitable prophet plan? He found you poor and made you rich.